Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaskar. Honorable Chancellor, Vice Chancellor and faculty members of the esteemed University, Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth, eminent yoga masters, dignitaries on the dais, medical professionals, yoga enthusiasts, my brothers and sisters, my pranams and hearty greetings to you all on the occasion of International Health and Research Convention 2023 and also pre-convention workshops being organized by Institute of Ceratogenesis and Complementary Medicine of Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth in association with many leading yoga institutions like Dham, Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram, Indian Yoga Association and others. My greetings to you all. On this occasion, I first take this opportunity to congratulate the university administration and the academic professionals for taking this initiative to conduct this convention to take the stock of the research in the areas of yoga therapy and music therapy and other aspects in the management of many lifestyle related disorders. First of all, I congratulate Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth for starting the yoga therapy courses, bringing the standards and producing the institutionally qualified yoga therapists by providing degrees and postgraduate degrees, promoting them to take up the doctoral level research. So Sri Balaji Vidyapeeth and this institute has taken this initiative. I am so happy that it's doing wonders under the able leadership and guidance of my esteemed friend Dr. Anand Balayogi. Yoga is now the global entity. It has become globally and slowly is unfolding the various dimensions of yoga. So the major transition is from the last 1 decade I've seen, then yoga has been transferred from the fitness regime to the wellness regime. Therefore, it needs the refined our present practices and make it a globally that needs the standardized research, standardized protocol based on our ancient system and wisdom, but they at the same time present it to the modern scientific community, not only the medical science professionals, but to the entire scientific community shall accept them. So that has the strength, but we have to present that. That's the need of the hour, so that there will be a big market and big dimension for the yoga as a wellness partner globally. And the fourth important dimension I would like to see that in the recent past, slowly the acceptance of yoga therapy, not only as an adjunctive therapy, as a complementary therapy, which is being used till today, but as an independent yoga therapy, especially in the rehabilitation of, it may be cardiac rehabilitation, it may be a COVID rehabilitation, it may be cancer rehabilitation on anything, and in prevention already it is worldwide accepted, but in the management and the rehabilitation, slowly yoga is coming up in the bigger role playing in these areas. That has to be explored. But what is the problem is, as now we may say that there are 12,000 or 15,000 research papers on various dimensions of yoga and in the management of disorders, etc. So in the published in the peer-reviewed index journals. So therefore, I want to see that a competent institutionally qualified yoga professionals are need of the hour, so that they can with a competency prepare the protocol and justify it. So my concern is why a particular set of yoga practices like asana, pranayama, bandha, mudras, kriyas have been taken. What are the permutation and computation? And in the whole capsule there are sub capsules. So therefore, why you took those capsules? What is the importance of that? Many times we don't apply our mind, and we don't apply the principles of yoga which has been envisaged in our traditional texts while preparing the yoga protocols. So that's why many times we have tested and we have statistically significant, and they have been published in peer-reviewed journal, but they are not being used in the hospitals or the therapy centers. Whatever the research is, what we conducted. Kindly, there is a need a survey on this. How many of our research papers which have been published have been used in the therapy setups, yoga therapy setups? It's one of the big question mark I had. So therefore, for that one we need the 5 layers of dimension what I propose many times. I am emphasizing during last 1 decade on this. First of all, yoga is a philosophy, it's a darshana. So anything today, it may be language or the politics or the science or anything, everything has the philosophy. The philosophy of physical education, philosophy of yoga, philosophy of economics. Like this, every subject has its philosophy. That's why I try to understand. For your information, with a great pleasure I would like to say yoga has a sound philosophical footages. We need to understand that. Not only the Yoga Sutra of Patanjali, and there are many other texts, fundamental texts, which is having a sound philosophical foundations. So from philosophy to the science, but here the science is not only limited to the empirical science, it goes to the subtle sciences. So that the yoga person, that subtle science for experiment to the experiential. So this is the one change in the yoga I have to see. That means a person who is going to advocate is not only experiment it, but he has to experience it, so that he is having the confidence. Then that person who is experimented and also experienced, develop the technology. The technology to the appliances. The appliances to the transfer to the individuals or the population by the teachers or the therapist. The 5th one is most important. That means a therapist who is transforming any knowledge or giving any therapy, he should have the sound knowledge of the philosophy or darshan of yoga, and he should have the sound knowledge of the scientific dimensions of yoga, both experimental and experience, and he should know the conversion of the technology, science into the technology, technology into the protocols. The appliances means it's small protocols. So that to test our protocol at the high standard parameters which has been globally accepted, then slowly, at least for one disease condition, if you come up with a very good protocol, it works. Definitely, for each individual we need the variation, but at least to some extent, one protocol works. So even in the modern medicine also, there is a formula and not even a single drug, and they varies the drug variation, they will do it. Same thing here also. The protocol may vary, the Ustrasana may be Ardha Ustrasana, or the modified Ustrasana, Bhujangasana may be Sarala Bhujangasana, like that. That variation will be there, but what type of movement the body need, how much you have to stay for a particular condition, that has to be decided by the yoga therapist. That's why while conducting the research, unless an yoga therapist give an importance and play a major role, in my opinion, the research papers are not complete. So we are taking the statistical data and we do the statistical analysis. But while advocating the yoga therapy, and yoga therapist shall observe many other things, the changes occurred, which cannot be recorded or which may not be mentioned in our parameters of the research parameters, but he can record and it can be discussed in the discussion, and in the next time we may propose that these several dimensions we have noticed and it can be incorporated in the next research. My dream now, you can see all these research papers, don't feel bad or have been published by the medical professionals or other professionals, including many other coming from the other faculties. So most of them are medical professionals or scientific, coming from the scientific background, not originally from the yoga background. And yoga is to promote it as one subject, science, yoga science as a subject. That is my dream, where in the next years to come, the papers are being published by the yoga professionals as a principal investigators or the first author, being accepted by the global community, scientific community, in the peer-reviewed impact research journals. So then slowly, the huge talent will come to this professional. Any subject or any matter will be grow when we attract intellectual or the bright brains to our field. Slowly now the yoga has started attracting the bright brains. So now if the bright brains provided the knowledge and the opportunities, the system will grow. So therefore, kindly take up stock of the entire research and take some of the things if you feel good and adopt it as a resolution and send it. And I once again, with these few words, thanks the all the office bearers of this Balaji Vidyapeeth and the organizers of the conference, convention, and my best wishes on my own behalf, on behalf of my Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga, and also on behalf of Ministry of Finance, Government of India. So our best wishes, and looking forward to a fruitful discussion, and also the good, very brief resolutions which can be give a way for the promotion of yoga therapy globally. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.